Good morning. I decided to quickly jump on here to just answer a frequently asked question. Since I launched Sensory Rebalance, this 6-week online program to quiet the noise and restore your balance and thrive. If you want to know more about the program, please look at my previous posts. I've shared a lot about what it is about, who it's for, etc. And I've also shared the link so that you can go and see all the details that you need to know before making a decision. But I notice that many people who are interested, their first question is, what is the cost? And I get that. I know we have to plan our expenses, we need to budget, we need to take into consideration, is this going to be worth it? And you don't perhaps really know what you're going to get for it. So, but I want to ask you if this course has drawn your attention, if you've seen it and you thought, wow, this might be for me, and you're kind of looking into it or you're a little bit curious. I want to ask you to, instead of just asking what is the cost, to consider the question, what is the value? What is the value? What will you actually gain from it? Then it's easier to decide if it is worth the cost. If you imagined lowered stress and anxiety, decreased overstimulation, improved relationships with your children, your spouse, your co-workers, whoever. If you imagine improved functionality, like improved concentration, focus, improved productivity, decreased distractions. If you imagine all of that, how much is that worth to you? What is it worth? What is the value in that? If you imagined improved mental health and well-being, what is that worth to you? What is the value? So my story of how my journey with sensory intelligence started is when I wanted to attend the sensory intelligence practitioner's training. I couldn't afford it. It was a 3-month course for therapists and other professionals who could use this tool in their practices. And I really wanted to attend it, but I wasn't sure if it was the right thing for me. And I couldn't afford it. So before I decided to go ahead and actually do it and just take the plunge, I had a wonderful conversation with Dr. Annemarie Lombard, who is the founder of Sensory Intelligence. And after this conversation, I understood what the potential in it is, what I would gain by attending this course, this training, and realizing the potential and the value. I then went before the Lord and I asked him, Lord, if this is the right thing for me to do, then please provide everything that I need to be able to attend this course, which in this case was finances. And so my 40th birthday was coming up at the time, and I decided I'm going to ask my friends, instead of having a big party and everyone buying me gifts for my 40th birthday, I'm going to ask them if they would consider, instead of giving me a gift for my 40th, if they would mind contributing to the course, because that's something that I really wanted to do. And so I managed to raise all the funds needed to attend this training, which like I actually cannot, to say that it has changed my life sounds a bit cheap. It sounds silly, but really what I've gained from it, the value that I gained from it, is it far exceeded the cost. So my personal breakthroughs that I experienced through attending this course, and so to give you an idea, when you go through the practitioner's training, you go through the whole process of sensory intelligence, where you discover things about yourself, you make adjustments. So it is a personal experience first before you're able to use the tool on a client. So you have to experience it yourself before you can actually apply it to clients or patients. So the personal breakthroughs that I experienced during this course was so amazing that I afterwards decided I have to create something that I can where I can share these breakthroughs with clients. I want them to experience the same type of breakthroughs that I experienced because it just was really so good. I think it was just the right thing for me at the right time. Um, I went through huge changes in my life, and I knew that some things in my life really needed to change. Um, Let me rather make it a bit more clear. So my um my marriage ended, which was the big, like, unwanted change. Um, and then things in life were very, very difficult. And all of a sudden, I was a single mother, and it's a single income, and somehow I have to juggle all these balls, and it was incredibly overwhelming at first. And so I knew that I had to make very important decisions and change things in my life, structure things better. Like, something's got to change. And this process of sensory intelligence was just such a practical tool that helped me make these changes. So that was my personal breakthrough. And that's why I created Sensory Rebalance. So Sensory Rebalance is not such a long program. It runs over 6 weeks. There's one session a week released. Some of the sessions are live, which is nice. Then you can come on and you can ask questions and we can have discussions. And some of the sessions are pre-recorded, so you work through them in your own time. And I can actually make those sessions a little bit longer because you can watch it whenever you have time. And then you gain a little bit more than just the hour that we would have in the live sessions, for instance. So I created that. I kind of simplified the whole process that I went through. I tried to simplify it and condense it into 6 weeks and make it use really layman's language so that anyone can understand it. You don't need to be a practitioner or some whatever, like somebody who knows the lingo. So I will explain things in really easy to understand terms, and I just really want you to experience the same breakthrough that I experienced and see how sometimes the simplest changes you can make in your life can have the biggest impact. That is really something I can testify of. Just what an impact, just what a change, a small practical thing in your life, like how it can impact your mental health and well-being. And yeah, and then it becomes a sustainable way of living, a new way of living. Anyway, so that's my story. So I want to ask you, if this course has drawn your attention and you have looked into it and you're not sure about it, I encourage you to also go before the Lord and ask Him if this is for you, that He would provide whatever you would need to be able to attend this course. And then I also want to say that um, if you feel that you are not able to pay the full amount in one go, I'm willing to accommodate you by giving you like a payment plan or let you pay it in 2 installments. Although, unfortunately, through the payment portal that I'm using, that's connected to my website, there's no, they don't offer payment plans, unfortunately. So you can't do it directly through the website. But if you need to, you can contact me personally and we can make an arrangement. I'm sure we'll be able to figure it out. So I just also wanted to put it out there that that is an option. So I pray that you will be led by the Holy Spirit and that you will know that if the Lord tells you to do something, He will provide what you need to do it. That's something I can also definitely testify of. And yeah, that's it for today. I hope you will have a blessed day and we will speak again soon. Bye.